So my name's Ibrahim, currently a DevOps engineer / infrastructure engineer at TXODDS. Pretty much, everything you can think of, I work on. So yeah. Yeah, so in recent years, it's been like a huge boost using AI and machine learning to analyze massive amounts of data for betting predictions. So like, if you got APIs that pull real-time data from games and matches, that allows users to place smarter bets. So blockchain tech has also popped up quite a bit in sports betting for transparency and security as well. With agile development was a huge one, and CI/CD pipelines being implemented. So continuous integration, continuous development, which is a huge part of what I contribute to. Updates and improvements happen way faster. So this keeps the betting platforms up to date, responsive, bug-free. It just makes the overall user experience a lot smoother. So a lot of developers use encryption techniques like SSL and TLS to secure transactions. On the fairness front, random number generators ensure that results don't get rigged. And we've got audits and third-party, I guess you could call it testing, that also helps confirm that the system's unbiased. The biggest challenge here is latency, right? So if you want to provide real-time odds and enable instant betting, your system's got to handle data in milliseconds without crashing. It requires efficient coding, fast databases, and optimized servers. Coding drives innovation everywhere, from coding AI-based algorithms that can predict outcomes, better to developing mobile apps that put like a sportsbook in your pocket. It's also the backbone for integrating like cutting edge tech like VR and blockchain into betting platforms. I think coding's empowered people to create apps and platforms for education, right? Healthcare and social causes. Think about apps that help people report issues in their communities, or platforms that support online education for like underprivileged students. Open University is like a huge example of that one. It sounds a bit cliche, but with coding, the possibilities are endless. You can build anything from a simple game to like a platform that solves real world issues. It's like being able to create solutions out of thin air using purely your creativity and your logic skills. In terms of big challenges, one of the hardest things is debugging tough problems, An example I can give you is, sometimes tracking down a bug can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack, especially with like the pure scale of systems and everything that's going on. Keeping up with the constant evolution of tech can be overwhelming as well, because every single year a new language comes out, a new framework, anything, a third-party piece of software, and suddenly industry standards are flipped, right? So unless you're like a huge company like in the FTSE 100, for example, it's very, very difficult to stay on top of like modern innovations in space. So the way I predominantly try and keep up is by reading a bunch of blogs, following tech influencers on Twitter, even YouTube, even Jomatech's a huge one that I like. Attending a bunch of webinars, typically they'd reach out via LinkedIn or other forms of communication, and working on side projects to experiment with new tools and like just different languages, basically. Constant innovation is the name of the game. I think AI and machine learning are going to dominate, right? We're going to see a lot of low code / no code platforms, making coding a lot more accessible to non-developers. A huge thing that's also come up like within the last 5 to 6 years is quantum computing. It might also start changing how we approach more complex problems like cryptography. Coding's everywhere, having even basic knowledge can open doors in tons of fields, not just tech. Whether you're in marketing, finance, even art, coding skills are becoming essential everywhere.
Thanks very much for helping us out on Coding Week.
No worries.